You don't have to be a Ninja Turtle to love this food. Everyone, you, me, your neighbor, friend, loves homemade or pizzeria pizza. Everywhere, pizza is amazing. But do we truly understand pizza's origin? What if I tell you that what we want to know about this noble food is not entirely true? What if I tell you that pizza is miraculous? And more importantly, why is pizza different everywhere in the world? We'll address all these questions and more in this video. Shall we start? This is an Argentine pizza. This is a New York pizza. This beast is from Chicago. Yes, I know they don't resemble each other. To comprehend why these pizza types and their shapes exist, let's take a quick tour. Zeta. Let's start right from the beginning. Back in the time of ancient Egypt, when humanity realized that there was something called yeast. Historically, early breads resembling the sun in shape and color were made with flour, water, and honey, considered the first pizza prototype. Ancient Greeks later added fat, spices, garlic, and occasionally onion. Around 520, before Christ, Persian soldiers under Darius the Meres, the Great, topped this bread with melted cheese and dates. Yes, dates, even for those averse to sweet and sour pizzas. Long live the Hawaiian pizza. In Colombia, Hawaiian pizza, which has pineapple, is the most consumed. Want to know its origin? Who invented it? Why is it called Hawaiian pizza? Some believe it originates from Greece, others from Germany. Anyway, where were we? Yes, in the Persians' melted cheese bread. How does this relate to today's pizzas? The ruins of Pompeii revealed round breads with 8 divisions resembling modern pizza, but without toppings. In essence, they lacked the various items we add to enhance pizza's flavor, like salami, raw ham, cheese, among others. Additionally, they lacked what we now call ziti. The first evolution of pizzas started in Italy, where cheap bread topped with herbs, fat, garlic, and olives, known as pizza bianca, was popular. The 16th century introduction of tomatoes from America to Europe revolutionized this into the traditional pizza we know today. Naples embraced tomato consumption 200 years before the rest of Europe. Surprising, isn't it? In the 16th century, Europe believed tomatoes were poisonous and used them only for garden decoration. Surprisingly, it was later discovered that tomatoes are not only harmless, but beneficial. Here's a mind-blowing fact. Pizza, with its delicious tomatoes, could help prevent cancer. Are you spoiled? Indeed, a December 1997 New York Times news story stated that lycopene, the component giving tomatoes their red color, could prevent prostate, colon, and rectal cancer. If we told 16th century Europe this, they would have laughed at us. The fear of eating tomatoes changed when a desperate Neapolitan farmer, without food, paired bread with tomato, uncovering a new world. Similar to that renowned ratatouille scene. Then the word spread of this fabulous, wonderful discovery, and people began to mix the tomato with bread, thus transforming it into a culinary pair of a food for lower-class people. Most people of that time did not have an oven in their house, so they had to prepare the dough at home, then take it to the nearest bakery, borrow the oven, or pay to use it, and they were given the pizza, or the bread. When the demand became unsustainable, the Neapolitan pizza makers, in quotes, separated from the bakers and opened like a kind of guild where they made the dough, baked it, prepared it, and people could eat it on the spot or take it home. What was it carried in? Was there a pizza box? Did it exist? Where was it carried? In a bag? I'm unsure where it was taken. Now we introduce the traditional pizza, officially recognized in 17th century Italy, specifically Naples. This is the pizza that begins to look like the one we consume today. My tip for consuming Neapolitan pizza is that its thinness allows it to fold easily. In truth, in Italy, it's eaten with utensils. For those curious about the origin of the word pizza, I'll briefly act as a teacher, even though our main topic is food. The word pizza comes from the Latin term pinza, which comes from the verb pincer, which means to crush, to flatten. And if we think that pizza needs to be flattened, crushed, when you're making it, it makes sense. Other sources say that the word pizza comes from Lombard, more specifically from the term viso and pizzo, which means bite. Now, if you ask me, for me it comes from the food of the gods. Pizza means that. Regardless of its origin, the next stage is understanding the world's first pizzerias. In 1830, the world's first pizzeria, Port Alba, opened in Naples. Despite initial skepticism about its future, the place in Naples is now not only thriving, but is also a landmark, visited by tourists all year round. The dish was popular, but needed approval to become today's iconic dish. Thus Esposito appears. Rafael Esposito, a renowned pizza maker and owner of Pietro il Pizzaiolo Pizzeria, was asked to prepare pizzas for Italian royalty, Don Humberto I and Doña Margarita de Saboya in 1889. They were keen to try the popular dish amongst the common folk. The pizzas were to be delivered to the royal residence, very much like today's delivery system. It's intriguing to consider if the kings left a tip. I don't know, but a king's tip would be something. What we do know is that the pizza maker must have felt some pressure and sometimes stress. Pressure works in strange ways. He invented 3 pizzas. The first was called Mastu Nicola and was made of pork lard, cheese, and basil. The second was named Marinara, seasoned with garlic, oil, and tomatoes. The third was named Monarca, and with it, he wanted to honor the kings by drawing the colors of the Italian national flag, green, white, and red, signified by basil, cheese, mozzarella, and tomato. This last one was the queen's favorite. And that's why at that very moment it was named Margherita Pizza. After Her Majesty's selection, everyone was keen to taste the Margherita Pizza. It spread across the country, symbolizing culinary unity, as it was relished by both monarchs and the lower class. Rafael Esposito's Pizzeria, now Brandy Pizzeria, still exists. His intervention led to pizza's swift recognition and appreciation globally, literally captivating the world. I want to highlight something. What did pizza eaters use to clean their hands and mouths? Don't tell me these were the acetate napkins that don't clean. Can you hear me? I researched and found they are not just in Argentina, but globally. I thought we were the only ones stuck with these napkins that don't clean or dry and fail to serve their basic function. Their only use might be to stabilize a wobbly table. But let's return to our main topic. We've discussed the world's first pizzeria, its history, and name origin. Now, as we're probably getting hungry, let's pose the day's question. Are pizzas the same worldwide? I've told you they're not. Now you'll understand why. Argentinian pizza has a medium crust. What does that mean? That the base is thicker. Additionally, it's loaded with mozzarella. So much mozzarella that it covers the edge. You don't usually see the edge always, and the cheese is all gratinated there on the edge, and it's delicious. Very delicious. Also, a tradition in Argentina is to pair pizza with... Please bring in the Moscato and Faina. The Moscato is like a sweet wine that comes from a specific grape. Saul was drinking off camera. Let's try the Moscato. Being Argentinian, I'd never tasted Moscato before. It's a delicious, sweet little wine. I don't know why it would go with pizza. I prefer it with beer or soda. The faina, made from chickpea flour, is typically consumed either before or atop the pizza. This pizza is thicker than its Italian counterpart, which is thinner. Why? Because when they first arrived, the pizzeria ovens were not there. So they put them in these metal roasting pans or pizza pans, which is called pan pizza because they precisely put it in a pan. They put the dough with the heat leavens, it expands, hits the edges, and starts to inflate. Stone-baked pizza, on the other hand, is also eaten in Argentina. You can order it pan-baked or stone-baked. It is made on a stone that is in the oven. This one, unlike the other, is fluffier when pan-baked and crispier when stone-baked. And of course, a small difference for those who cook pizzas at home. Normally, you first bake the dough, then add cheese and toppings before baking it again. In the Italian style, all ingredients like raw dough, tomato, cheese, and toppings are combined and swiftly oven-baked. What differentiates us from Italy is that here a large pizza is shared by 3 people. There, you order a pizza for yourself. Obviously, they tend to be a little thinner, more oval, but they are individual. We cannot fail to mention the field pizza, which is the normal pizza without cheese with marinara. It's vegan, and besides, I don't know if it was invented yet, but if you're watching this video and you want to go to Messi's Field, to Miami, set up a little stand outside and sell the marinara pizza like they do here. It's a business. Another interesting fact, the pizza's creator was Argentine. Recall the name I mentioned? Seppi. Great. Do you know the name of this pizza's creator? Seppi Claudio Troglia. He was an Argentine boss, because if not, all our pizzas would arrive with the cheese all over the place. Please applaud for Claudio Troglia. On the other hand, we Argentinians were the ones who implemented the custom of eating a slice of pizza on the go. Innovation is key. Mozzarella pizza is the top choice for Argentinians, Uruguayans, and Paraguayans. Not only in deliveries, it's the most ordered item in restaurants too. Even though they have many other varieties. Could it be a matter of playing it safe? Could it be the fear of leaving our comfort zone? Could it be that we don't like breaking the mold? Discussing iconic pizzas, we must mention the pizza from the United States. A country that even has a National Pizza Day. It's celebrated on Feb 9th. Pizza didn't gain popularity when Italian immigrants arrived. After Second World War, troops returning from Italy developed a taste for pizzas due to resource scarcity. Upon return, the demand for pizzas surged. However, they modified the original recipe. Notably, the United States has various pizza styles, including the New York style and the Chicago deep dish. This is a New York-style pizza, characterized by its pepperoni. Similar to those in the United States, its unique features include the use of whole milk cheese with low moisture and dough made with fresh ingredients, requiring a specific resting time. A key factor in its authenticity is the use of New York water. Some pizzerias even transport water from New York to places like Minnesota to replicate the authentic New York pizza flavor. Does it have anything to do with it? I have no idea. I don't think they brought water from New York to Buenos Aires, but it's still delicious. A key characteristic of this pizza is its large size. It's sold in portions in the United States where various additions such as sauces are common, including the option to dip it in ranch sauce. Who are you? It was invented in its own day. The restaurant at the other end of this issue, we find the famous deep dish pizza originating from Chicago, and that also has its special day. Yes, the deep dish does not share National Day with the others. The National Deep Dish Pizza Day is on April 5th, well, its own day. Who are you? It was invented by Ike Sewell, owner of the One Chicago Grill restaurant. Its thickness characterizes it, as it is almost a cake about 3 fingers high. This pizza is cooked in special molds that look more like a paella pan than a pizza pan. It has multiple layers of cheese, tomato sauce, and can hold countless additional ingredients, according to preference. The closest thing we have to that in Argentina is a pie. Naturally, these aren't the only pizzas worldwide, and many countries have their own versions or those chosen by the public. Pizza accompanies our lazy days, but also our celebrations. Truthfully, pizza sparks our creativity. We've all had that MasterChef moment when we added an unusual topping or seasoning. If you tell me no, I don't believe you. For example, in Panama, the most consumed pizza is sushi pizza, which contains rice, sushi toast, salmon, masago, and guacamole. I don't understand. Is it sushi? Is it pizza? I need help. Presently, pizza is one of the 2 most favored foods. The other is the hamburger. What's the ranking of the combined burger pizza? Because it exists. Around 5,000 million pizzas are eaten in the world each year. It's a band. And around 20% of the restaurants in the world are also pizzerias. No matter where it comes from and whoever invented it, there's no doubt that pizza is a noble food. Creator of unforgettable moments. Pizza is the only food that is called the same anywhere in the world. In Argentina, Japan, the US, China, India. Not really in India, but that's for another video. Possibly that's the best demonstration that pizza is the best food in the world.